Hello, Sunday Night Live. We're back. Oh, I don't know when they actually started, but I think we've just started. So, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sunday Night Live. It's obviously a bit of a disappointing result yesterday, which we'll talk about. We've also got to talk a little bit about Cheltenham coming up on Tuesday. All of that here on Sunday Night Live. Big game, Cheltenham now, because if we don't win, we're in serious trouble. How are you guys doing? First of all, Max, Caden, how are you?
All right, I guess.
No, I've moved into uni, so I'm fucking knackered. Excuse my French. I could do with a nap, to be honest. I'm meant to be going clubbing later. I just want to go for a nap.
You like
Don't
to
go
throw in a swear word, don't you, Max?
Yeah,
I
you
do.
The amount of editing I had to do in the last couple vids.
Right, okay.
least-
I promise you. From now on, family friendly. From this point on, I'm family
I don't care because I can just bleep it out. I can just use a dog sound effect.
To be fair, Caden,
Apart from when I scream verbal abuse at the manager and you decided to put royalty-free guitar music, which made my
At least you
day.
just pressed. At least you just typed in music, and I just clicked the first one I saw, and I thought it went quite well. So
I mean, in like the post match thing, Max is relatively tame compared to the previous 2 hours that I ensued stood next to him in the terrace. If anyone saw Max in the terrace with his top off, I do apologise. It was 1-1, and he decided to get the nipples out for the lads.
I'll have you know, Joe Randall scored, and that was it. My whole
It was out. It was out before Joel Randall scored.
No. My trousers were about to come off as well, but the linesman flagged offside, so we were lucky.
Yeah, Rio. They were. Obviously, I couldn't make
they were
charts for the
fricked.
game,
They were
and
fricked.
I'm like looking for them. I've got Caden on the phone. I'm looking for them outside the terrace to meet up with them before the game. I see a little bit of commotion running down the road, and Max, Tobber, and Max, and Tobber and his brother are chanting at me as they walk down the road. Which was
To be fair, I don't think
great to
Tobber's
see.
brother was.
I know, is Kate.
Me and Tobber's brother are just a little bit embarrassed, you know.
Nah, to be fair, yeah, Tobber's brother was in the same state as me, but I wasn't embarrassed. Everyone in the terrace seemed to be pretty chill. But anyway,
Why you got that in, Max?
We shouldn't be chill. We should be rowdy and more loud.
to be fair, we were. It wasn't even that bad. Like in the terrace yesterday.
I've seen.
We sung 2 songs.
If we're going to talk about this, I've seen, and this kind of sparks the debate of moving to the Desco, but Twitter today have been very divided because I've seen tweets from like big like names that are quite well known on Twitter for us say either London Road was rocking, and that's usually the people in London Road. The people in the North Stand next to the London Road end and like the family stand next to the London Road end said the atmosphere's okay, and the people further towards the away fans said Peterborough's atmosphere is awful and Leighton Orient.
Yeah, I mean,
loud. So this sparks the debate again about moving to the Desco.
To be fair though, when I was in the terrace, I couldn't hear Leighton Orient actually singing. I could see.
Well,
they
yeah,
were
because
singing.
you're in the terrace.
But this is what I mean. We heard, so in the terrace, I'll do Derby for example. All we heard was County when they sing when it goes to the corner, when they get a corner or anything like that, and they go County. That's all we heard all game. And obviously when they scored, it was
they were brilliant.
It was all there. It was brilliant at your end, but we can't hear them because not only does the roof is so low that like we don't get all the noise from their ends. Because I saw Kane's vlog and the Orient fans weren't bad.
There was a decent amount of them as well. I mean, 1.2k, and
but not many of them were stood up.
But a lot of them were singing when they were.
Yeah, the top 5, I'd say 5 rows were singing. The rest of it was sat down. I mean, the atmosphere in the terrace didn't seem too bad from my end, from where I was sat, but it could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot louder. And even at 1-0, I didn't think it was particularly brilliant. I mean,
to be fair, even like back in the Championship days,
it was much better, I think.
Yeah, but I used to sit like in that championship season, I sat like the furthest away pretty much you can be from the terrace in the family stand, and you'd never hear the terrace. Like literally, you'd never hear them. And then when you're in the Desco, you'd hear them a little bit, and then when you're next to them in the north stand, you do hear them a bit. But even like right next to it in the north stand, which is where my usual season ticket is, they're not loud, but then when you're in it and you're actually in the terrace, it feels like you're actually the atmosphere is actually decent.
Charlie, did you go to Nottingham Forest at home last season? Sorry, the Championship season, Nottingham Forest at home.
Yeah.
That is the loudest I've ever heard the terrace.
Really?
That and the playoff game, Sheffield Wednesday, the playoff game at home.
See, I didn't hear the terrace.
At Nottingham Forest, I could not hear myself think.
For me, the City game in the FA Cup. I was in the terrace.
I didn't get tickets to the City game in the FA Cup. I missed that one.
Yeah, I mean, I was not. I was in the usual seat, and I heard the Forest fans a lot, and I heard a lot of Forest fans sat in the family stand as well. But I didn't hear the terrace at all. So I don't know. It's a weird one.
That's what I
mean, I'd love to hear from more people. Let me know where you were. Yeah, Josh, me, Tobber, Max were in the terrace as well, Josh. And I thought it was good. Like, I thought it was decent. It's not the best one. But where's the Gobbler Boy, says Rio. He is... What do you think, Rio? Somewhere in a far, far away in his own little land.
I think he's got work, so he probably needs to get the sleep in. To be
fair,
it's not ideal when we do these.
He sleeps on Sunday afternoons for
work. When he hears Sunday Night Live, I think he shivers a bit and goes to bed before we can harass him to get on. So
yeah, I think Peterborough Fan TV, we need the Desco to create such a better atmosphere. I agree with you, but it would be expensive for the club because they'd have to renovate quite a lot of bits of the London Road end, or they'd have to give some of the North Stand to away fans, and then that would cost a lot more in terracing, because in stewarding, because they'd have to renovate the London Road end because you have to give a certain number of disabled bays to away teams. And there are no disabled bays in front of or around.
But what about, why would they have to give the North Stand away? Surely we could just have a smaller away end.
No, because they'd have to. Okay, so they'd have to spend money to build a disabled section, which would be really hard considering that the London Road end it's not got a lot of room for new stuff, or they'd have to give some of the North Stand, like that corner of the North Stand, so they could give those disabled bays to away fans, which would cost a lot more in stewarding, apparently.
So, and also for the 4,000 crowds away followings, we wouldn't be able to house as many, would we?
No,
it's just a terrace.
I think then we raise the roof on the London Road end, or
that'd be very expensive though.
Or just axe the roof completely. It'll be expensive, but I
can't axe the roof.
I don't. Accrington Stanley, they've done that, no?
Yeah, but I think open roof atmosphere is worse than, honestly, Forest Green away atmosphere was open roof, and you just don't hear it at all. You can't hear it, even when you're literally stood right next to the people. You need a roof so it can point all the noise towards the pitch.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, well, I'll be interested to see what they do when the Ivan Toney money comes in, because I think that's coming in January.
Well, that's if Brentford sell him, right?
I thought they'll sell him.
They'll definitely sell him. Look, because they're doing so well without him, and Bremer and Wissa are doing a perfectly good job without him. Yes, you lose the 20-goal a season striker, and Bremer and Wissa will score 10 apiece this season, and that'll make up for it.
First.
Yeah, but I don't think that the numbers being quoted by very sort of dodgy sources, your footy insiders, I don't think those numbers are anywhere near accurate. I mean, they're not going to get 70 million for him. Let's be real.
Why not?
I think he goes for 70 mil. I think he goes.
Why not? You look at some of the players Chelsea have signed. Jesus.
Yeah, but people want youth nowadays, and he's not young. He may seem young to us, but he's 27.
Yeah.
He's
in 2 years' time, he'll be in his prime.
I still don't think
you get Ivan Toney, who's already an established, basically 20 goals a season striker. Under Thomas Frank, under Ange Postecoglou, he works completely perfectly. So I don't see why he doesn't go for a big number. He's not. If you think he's worth 50 million, when I think Nicholas Jackson was 35, like that, you're having a laugh. It will go for 70, 80. I've heard 100 million being flagged about. He won't go for that much money. I think 70, 80 million is perfect for him.
I mean, listen, I think there's definitely. I mean, if he's going to go in January, it will be cheaper because of the ban tax. You know, people will go, "Oh, how do we know he's not going to be bad because he hasn't played football in 8 months or whatever?" But no, I think 70 million is very optimistic for a player of his quality. I think there are cheaper, younger options out on the market that have the potential to be just as good as Tony is, but. Again, January does make clubs do some crazy things. If there's some clubs that are like, you know, Premier League clubs, big clubs that are sort of 6th, 7th and need that goal scorer that could get them into the Champions League, could get them into Europe, then they may be willing to splash that cash. I don't know, but we could definitely do with that sell-on clause right about now.
Yeah, mine statue says what? Thoughts on Orient atmosphere? Stay true for that. Okay, you're probably the best person to give it because you were closest.
Yeah, I thought they were very similar, like as in the away following was very similar to Lincoln last season. I think Lincoln were better, don't get me wrong, but it was only a few rows at the top that were stood up and the rest was sat down.
That was a similarity I drew as well. That was when I was looking at the away end, it looked like Lincoln's away end last year.
Yeah, and I thought, I didn't think they were as good as Lincoln, but I thought they weren't too bad. They weren't too bad. Probably made more noise than what they could have done in the main stand. To be fair, Tobble was louder at Charters than we were in London Road End yesterday.
I don't know. We weren't that bad. I mean, listen.
I'm not taking this Tobber abuse. This is ridiculous. Ria, that's awfully poor from you.
Especially when he's not here to defend himself.
Yeah, you know what, Ria? Say out to when Tobber gets on here, then abuse him. Poor Tobber.
No, I don't think that the Tobber slander's fair. But I do think. Listen, I've heard better atmospheres at London Road End. I've heard worse atmospheres by far. I mean, oh God, Tuesday night could be one of the worst. Do you remember Shrewsbury at home last season?
That was. I gotta say that was shocking.
Yeah, Shrewsbury at home, where it was like there was like a 5,000 crowd. Nobody bothered.
Nah, it wasn't 5,000.
It looked like 5,000 though, because Desco was open as well.
Oh
yes, that is good news. Not good news. Interesting news. Yeah, Cheltenham were sacking their manager before Tuesday. Apparently,
how's that good news?
No, it's bad news. It's news that they'll have a new manager bounce. Although I doubt they.
I'm going to say they won't. They will not get a new manager until unless they've got one lined up, paperwork signed, and he's already in camp, and they haven't announced the sacking of their manager now. They ain't getting another one in before Tuesday. I wouldn't have thought. It seems very weird of them to kind of turn that around and get a manager in. Hi, Albie.
Yeah, Marcus, you say, I guess you mean Cambridge on Tuesday night. Yeah, to be fair, Cambridge on Tuesday night weren't bad. Me and Max were in the North Stand, absolutely vibing out, and that was all right, to be fair. I
was either getting dogs abuse from the people next to me or dogs abuse from Charlie because Ajaboy actually had a good game.
I think Ajaboy should start on Tuesday, and I will take that to my grave. You know what? Whether you guys
bully you for that. That's awful.
No, whether you guys rate him or not, I actually think that Ajaboy and Kyoso could be interesting. I think their mates, Josh McNamara, we did love it in the North Stand. Did you see it? Oh, you probably watched the vlog. Yeah, we were absolutely vibing.
I think that's Charlie. I think that's Josh Mackey. He sat behind us, I think.
Oh, Josh Mackey. Yeah, we spoke to him. The problem with Orient is we have a lot of old people who sit down with being next to a club. With being next to a club turning into a tourist club, a lot of people now choose that. Yeah, sorry, I didn't make the association, Josh. Yeah, I mean, no, to be fair, it was a decent following from Orient. I mean, 1.2k for a club of like, I'm not trying to be insulting or anything, but for a club of like the size of Orient that are about the size of Posh.
And with a lot of bigger London clubs just around the corner, Tottenham, West Ham.
Yeah, I can almost like assure you we would not. I don't think we'd bring 1,100 to Orient away.
No, we will. Okay. If we're doing okay.
Say, what do you think? Do you think we bring more than 1k to Orient?
Me, we should do. Well,
I think we will purely because of how much Dell rants on Twitter about how it's like the best away day in the world.
Well, I know. Yeah, when Dell speaks, people listen. That's what I've heard. Yeah. That's what we've learned, I think.
I mean, it just depends. It depends how we're doing. I'm not sure how many away games we've got like during that time, because if it's quite a lot of local games, then local away games, then maybe not. But
John, that's a bit of a comparison there. Cheltenham to Exeter versus Cheltenham to Posh.
No, I'm telling you, there will not be. There will be. Do you remember how many they bought last season on Saturday?
Last time that was so bad.
There will be 80 of them. There'll be 80 of them max. I'm telling you, maybe 90.
Was Exeter on a Saturday?
No. They mean, Exeter was last Saturday.
Josh, are you out of your mind?
On Saturday. Yeah, Josh, to be fair, we easily could.
Josh, I'll tell you what.
Not to London away. No.
If we take 2k to Orient, I don't know what I'll do.
You'll shave your hair.
Their away end holds 1.2k. We should sell that out. I reckon we'll sell that out. We'll sell out Orient away if it's 1.2k.
Oh, 1.2k, maybe.
And especially because once we get close to selling out an away end, other people can't decide to come because they think, sold out away end, it will be a good atmosphere. Which it never is. Whenever it's going to be bigged up to be a good atmosphere, it's always rubbish. But
yeah. All right, let me try something. I was trying to pull up the
video.
No, not the video.
Oh, okay. Something else.
Gonna pull up who we've got at the time. Can you see that? Yeah.
I think we'll bring. I honestly think we'll bring 900. I think we'll bring 900 to Orient.
We can see that, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we did. We took a lot to Reading. Listen, Josh, if we're on a playoff push, we'll sell it out. If we're mid-table, we'll take 700, 800. It just depends.
You can see that, right?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, to be fair, it's bank holiday Monday on Easter. So
yeah, we should. And around the time a week before, well, a couple of weeks before that, we've got Cheltenham away. Then there's Oxford away. It's not exactly close away games.
Is there anybody?
It should be 1.5k.
Yeah. Is there anybody here doing Carlisle away on Tuesday night?
No.
There won't be.
Oh, okay.
Rio, I love you, pal. Rio, I actually love you. Yeah, put Rio's comment on screen, Caden. Put Rio's comment on screen.
Oh, don't. Leave Rio in the chat.
Oh. Hear me out. Ajiboy is actually right. As we have seen in cup games, few games he came off the bench, but in the cup he's played against kids and bench. We haven't seen him start properly. Exactly. We haven't seen him start properly. People haven't been good. Let's give him a start. Okay. You don't have to say he's good, Max, but I think it would be foolish of you not to agree that we should give him a start. Give him a chance to start in the league.
I've got a hypothetical.
Fair play, Rio.
I've got a hypothetical for you, my good friend Charlie. If we play Ajiboy, because Josh, I do not care whatever you have to say. You said he's our best winger, and I'm not having that. But listen, right? If we start Ajiboy against Cheltenham, bearing in mind Cheltenham have not scored a league goal yet, and arguably have one of the most leakiest backlines in the league. If we start on Tuesday, start on Tuesday night, and he has an absolute honker, considering their left back's awful. What then?
Then I'll admit, you know what? He's not great. He's not great.
Look, I'll happily agree. Look, I think.
Do you think we should start on the right wing with Poku in the 10 on Tuesday night?
Yeah, if we're playing Poku, in the 10, yes. But that's the only reason why I wouldn't start with Poku. I reckon we go back to playing Joe Randall because.
To be fair, he did look good when he came on.
He did. But if we play Poku in the 10, and only if we play Poku in the 10, Ajiboye should start. But by saying Ajiboye should start, you're saying that Poku is worse.
No. I'm saying that we should play Poku in the 10 and Ajiboye on the right.
Yeah, I'll back that. I think Ajiboye crosses the ball better than Poku.
Actually. If I was picking the team, I would put Poku in the 10. I would put Ajiboye on the right.
No, Poku is not his best in the 10 at all.
I didn't say he was our best winger. He's not our best winger. He's not our best winger.
Poku is not best in a 10.
I think he is. I think he's really good in the 10.
He was shocking yesterday.
He didn't play in the 10 yesterday.
He did, didn't he?
No.
When?
I swear he was in behind Clark Harris.
Caden was looking for him in the number 10. That's why he thought he had a bad game. Caden was like,
I thought he had a bad game anyway. For a start, I thought
he did have a bad game.
And I swear it was him and...
No, he played 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1.
Right, this is what we play. Guys.
Okay.
We play Bilo in goal. We play Knight and Edwards. We play Kioso right back, Sturge left back. We play Kipriano and Collins. We play Poku in the 10. Mason Clark on the left. Ajiboye on the right. And we play Jacob Wakeling up front. Get rid of Jono. I'm fed up with him.
No.
I'm fed up with him.
Why are we getting rid of the League One top goal scorer twice?
He's not. Hector Kipriano's our top goal scorer this season.
No,
Jono on Saturday was useless. He was useless.
No, it was not useless.
Okay, I remember turning to you, Max, and saying to you, there was that chance where it came across the penalty area and like he volleyed it and he just like didn't connect with it and he shanked it wide. I said to you, we might as well play with 10 men if he can't finish those chances. If he can't finish them. That is the only thing he gives to the team.
I actually do think, unironically, Tob would finish that chance.
Exactly.
The ball came down with nobody. Literally, he was on his own. And instead of taking a touch and hitting it, he volleyed it and swiped his body to the corner flag. And it seriously, Caden, he was rubbish.
He was rubbish. He's been. I think
you're sat in Narnia. We sat right in front of him.
He's gained a lot of favour for what he's done for the football club over the
first half. Jono was good.
Years.
From what I saw,
he was still miles off it.
No,
get rid of JC.
The play
put Wakeling in. Wakeling will press. He'll give us some energy. He'll give something different. Again, the whole point of having depth players is that if one player is doing badly, then you can have someone else who can come in and take that spot.
Yeah,
we have.
Agrees.
Yeah, Poshmania, I completely agree with you, mate. Jono was rubbish. If he can't finish a chance, what is he good for? We may as well play with 10 men. We may as well.
I got a question, Caden. Do you play with a back three or do you stick with the 4? Or do you play like a 5 back? He's gone.
Is he muted?
I muted myself.
Go on.
Right. So it's a tricky one because we're playing against Cheltenham, right? And if it was any other team, I would go with the back three. I think it's time to change it up and go with the back three. And I think, I'm sure I heard someone say that Critchlow's best in a back three. Is it you, Charlie?
Yeah. But I would play if it was a back three, I'd play Katongo anyway.
And also Ronnie's best in a back three. And maybe even I'd say Ronnie's best.
Listen. Please, Mother Seeley get fit. 1, because I'm really excited to see him play. I just something excites me about him as a player. He's got the profile that I like in a player. 2, please get fit and get to go to Bristol, Jono. Just go, because he's the most frustrating player to watch at the minute.
I don't want him to go.
It just doesn't seem like his heart's in it at all. I love you putting on the comment that says, I love that Caden's put on the comment that says, I agree with Caden, when there's about 10 other comments that disagree. But he's muted himself.
I've not read them once.
Shaken. Look, at the end of the day, right, Johnson Clark Harris.
Where are these comments?
Johnson Clark Harris, it's relatively split. Johnson Clark Harris, look, at the end of the day, right, we have at our disposal a 2-time Golden Boot striker who can score goals and hold the ball up. Yes, I am not saying that he has had his best run of performances, but it speaks levels when Kiprianu's our top goal scorer this season.
That's because Johnny gets marked out the game, and then Kiprianu comes in behind.
And you know what happens? Okay, when a player gets marked out the game, let's talk about football in general. In football, when a player gets marked out the game, it's their job to work really, really hard to make sure that them getting marked out the game doesn't ruin the attack at all. Whether that's them making little decoy runs for other players to get in.
That's what Johnny does. That's what Johnny's best at. Him at Derby, against Derby, he was very good.
For about 15 minutes before he realised he couldn't be bothered anymore.
Well, no, it was the rest of the team, not his fault. He didn't get past the ball for the rest of the game. Right.
You know what? I don't even play that much Football Manager in career mode. But no, listen. Everything. I think.
Drop Knight. Who said that?
No, don't drop Knight. He was our best player.
Who said drop Knight? Find him.
No, he didn't. He said there's no way we can drop Knight.
Okay, all right.
I think he thought one of us was insinuating we should drop Knight. Hector Kiprianu's been on form this season, and he's definitely one of our better players. Yeah, I agree with you. He's definitely very good. I mean, Leighton Orient were definitely shocked at how good he was. I've seen on their Twitter. He's quality, you know. Yeah, I don't know why you're saying that. Because Max, I swear you were actually on Football Manager the other day. You sent us a picture.
Yes, sir. I've done it now.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting heat for this. But
you're like, let's talk football.
Yeah, because I feel like Jono's gained up a lot of favour, and I understand that because he's been very good for us. And also in old systems, we tried to tailor the system to Johnson Clark-Harris and to his strengths, but this system is not tailored to Johnson Clark-Harris because Johnson Clark-Harris isn't meant to be at this football club. He isn't meant to be here. Johnson Clark-Harris is meant to be gone. If it wasn't for 52 seconds...
I'm not listening to what you're saying, Charlie, but Clark-Harris is a good player and we should keep him. But Josh Knight is our best attacking player. Josh,
you've had some absolute rotters.
That's terrible. To be fair, he was our best attacking player on Saturday, though.
Maybe I can agree best attacking centre-back, not even best attacking defender, because I thought Kiosa was great.
To be fair, would it be worth...
very unlucky.
Would it be worth on Saturday a go at putting... This is kind of mental. Dropping either maybe dropping Collins. All right, listen. Or putting Collins in the 10 and then playing Josh Knight in midfield with Katongo at centre half. No. Would it be worth a try? No. That's all I'm saying, because he does look very good. He seems to just be able to move past players quite easily.
But Josh Knight doesn't know, Charlie. This is where your ball knowledge shows. Look, Josh Knight, listen, Josh Knight can drive through a midfield, and I've said about him from literally day dot since
I was saying about last season.
Josh Knight will pick a ball up, whereas Ronnie Edwards will hit a diagonal or pass to the fullbacks. Josh Knight will drive up the pitch and literally deliver it to our 10. But when Josh Knight gets to that 10 area, he's completely clueless as to what to do. And unless he's delivering it to the 10 or passing it out to the wings, he's not going to go and take defenders on. Johnson Clark-Harris, when he gets marked out the game, drags his centre halves and moves them out the way. So you explain to me how if we play Josh Knight up that far upfield, are we going to have any joy? Play a back three, let Josh Knight play on the left or the right, and let him make those midfield drives, and let Kipriano drop back into the 3 like we've been doing.
What the frick?
Can anyone translate that?
Yeah, can someone translate that? Like, all I heard was like...
Okay, back 3, Josh Knight good.
No, not back 3, not back 3.
Yeah, back 3. For me, a back 3 would be great, because I was thinking about it. Burrows won't be exposed as much.
Burrows cannot play on... If Burrows plays tomorrow, I'm going home.
You're going home?
If he does...
What do you mean, Posh Mania, Josh Knight is centre mid? Why are you guys acting like that's a crazy suggestion? Josh Knight is a midfield, can also play midfield.
10, Charlie.
Yeah. United vlogs. I don't think we can do that, unfortunately, mate. I'd love to possibly do that, but unfortunately, they've gone to other clubs, so that would be
trigger the buyback clause.
Best in League One. Oh, Bear with me.
Drop Collins.
Yeah, for me, Kyoso and either Burrows or whatever the guy's name is. I'm not very good at remembering players' names. Come on.
Who are you thinking of?
Sturge.
No, Burrows shouldn't play.
Yeah.
Apparently he screamed F
Sturge,
off at a family in the at some guys in the family stand that were like giving him verbals. No, Burrows.
Burrows.
I thought that was Darren Ferguson. I thought Fergie was getting verbals saying.
No, it was Burrows apparently.
Oh my God.
To be fair,
should have kept JT. I mean, listen, I do feel for Jack Taylor because he's not really been playing it.
Come on, Josh Knight used to be a centre mid.
Yeah, people acting. Maybe whether you agree that that's the right thing to do on Tuesday or not, people acting like it's a crazy suggestion that Josh Knight can play centre mid.
I thought you were saying play him as a 10, but you were saying play Collins in a more advanced position, which is why I had a bit of a rant. But I've realised now that my rant was. But I still look. To be fair, on Football Manager, I've got Knight and Kipriano as midfield too.
Yeah, on Football Manager, yeah. So I was the one getting it in the net.
Come on.
Fuchs has got a thigh injury, so
bring back Taylor and Ward. Yeah. For me, I prefer Kipriano
to Jack Taylor.
Yeah.
No way, that is a horrendous take.
Just as a player, I prefer Kipriano.
Come on, put it in the bin, Caden. Fucking awful opinion again.
That is going on Twitter tomorrow. I'm telling you that. Guys in the chat, just let us know what you think about that.
Hey, you know what? If you were the manager,
similar ability.
No, we would be relegated in seconds if Caden was the manager. What a similar ability.
Similar ability.
Okay, Posh Mania, you know what? Get out. Time him. Ban him.
What did he say?
What did he say? He said he agrees with Caden.
JCH. Right. To be fair, he's not a bad defensive.
Riley.
Jack Taylor. Well, the money.
Taylor, when he's never clearly a championship player, we
needed to sell him at the right time.
And I think the right time was at the end of last season. I don't think he deserved to play another season in League One. From January,
we had to sell him. I just feel like we should have sold him to Bristol Rovers. He should have gone somewhere where that he's guaranteed to play. Because I feel bad for him that he sat on the bench at Ipswich.
Was it not downhill?
I don't know him obviously, but knowing him sort of by watching him on the pitch, I think. Knowing him by watching him on the pitch, I think he'd rather be at Posh playing than at Ipswich sat on the bench every week. So,
I don't know. Because let's be real.
Come on, you speak my language.
Let's be real.
Hayden, stop.
Jack Taylor.
Similar ability to Kipriano.
That's it. Right, anyway, I'm moving on. So I've got a question. I did see the Hillsborough flank outside the Kop get vandalised by home fans. I did see that.
God, Wednesday is such a mess.
What a shame to see.
Oh no! What a shame. Wednesday are in the mud. No.
Right, let's just pull up the league table.
I think I'd rather get relegated than go to Hillsborough again. So
I'm not going if we go back up.
You did you go? Look at him. He didn't even
fair, I thought we both had exams in the morning. That was I was not allowed to go. At least you bought the ticket,
I wasn't. I was in the ticket site and then was told
because I was not allowed to go.
Listen.
I bought a ticket.
I had an A level, but then again, nothing really stops me.
Right, let's pull up this league table.
My parents go like, no, you can't go, and then I'm there.
Thoughts on the Ipswich lad attacked? Yeah, that's very sad. That's horrid.
That was ridiculous.
I mean, how can you just 10?
Wednesday?
It should never be like 10 versus 1. Like it should never be like that.
I don't think that'll ever happen in either of the derbies that we've got, whether Cobblers is a derby or not. But
come on,
Cobblers. I don't think Cobblers would attack one of our fans. We wouldn't attack a Cobblers fan, or
vice versa. Like that. Yeah.
Compared to those Sheffield Wednesday lot, to Ipswich. Ipswich showed them levels. They showed them levels in League One. And when the game started, I knew it was the easiest bet I'd ever make in my life that Ipswich would slaughter Sheffield Wednesday, and they did. They showed them levels. But how can you batter a fan like it's the fan's fault that your team sucks? It doesn't make any sense.
You know what? Ipswich are just, I actually really like Ipswich. I think they're a classy club on and off the pitch.
I couldn't believe they got Twanzebe.
That was crazy. But no, Ipswich are a classy club off the pitch. Sheffield Wednesday are... If Ipswich are like a 10 out of 10 classy club off the pitch, Sheffield Wednesday are the opposite. They are a horrid football club. I actually... You know what? It's nearly at the point where I just hate them more than Cambridge and Cobblers because...
No, I wouldn't say Cambridge. I wouldn't say Cambridge, maybe Cobblers. Let me just scroll right down.
Not because of like the rivalry or anything, but just their fans are just scummy. Ooh. A lot of them. I mean, there's some lovely Wednesday fans out there. Fair play to you guys, but
this championship table is awful. They shouldn't have even drew at Leeds. They were so lucky. Leeds.
I think even Wednesday fans will admit you've got a group, and it's not as much of a minority at Wednesday as it is in other clubs, unfortunately. No. But you've got a group of idiots at your football club that ruin it for the rest of you, unfortunately.
Tobber keeps getting added to group chats filled with them.
Yeah, I know. Tobber was telling me
I had to help him.
Yeah, he gets it in the neck from them all the time.
Tobber didn't add me. I would have had him. United football vlogs, was our second goal definitely offside? It
definitely was. Yeah. I watched it back this morning. Mason Clark was miles off.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay. When in the terrace, I couldn't see anyone offside.
I know. I didn't either. But
I couldn't understand what they'd flagged. But
on review, Mason Clark was a long way offside.
Okay, fair enough. I hold my hand up. I should probably apologise for that poor Orient fan because I did give him dogs abuse after game. I was drunk, to be fair. I was proper. I was out.
No excuses.
No.
I've seen so many Orient fans saying they were robbed by the referee as well. I mean, listen, I don't know where that's coming from.
They had 5 handballs.
Look at Kyoso, what a player! That was so unlucky.
Yeah, but then some tactical genius played him at right centre half. You see, I don't think I've ever been more annoyed this season than when I saw Kyoso play right centre half. I think I said it to you, Charlie. I looked and I said Kyoso's playing right centre half, and Charlie goes, "No, it's a 4-back," and I go, "No, it's not. Ajaboy's playing wing back. This is a back 3 with Kyoso."
I'd actually like to see Ajaboy at right wing where he doesn't have to think about defending.
Was it?
I actually think he'd be really good.
Was it 1-1 at half time?
Pardon?
Was it 1-1 at half time?
On Saturday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
I'm dying,
so
sorry.
You really?
At half time, we bought Ajaboy on and Joel Randall, and we went to a back 3 with our most attacking fullback at right centre half.
Yeah, I don't know what Fergie was watching.
We played a 3-2-1-2 with ENC, JCH at striker.
We were rubbish.
How on earth do we think when we're 1-0 down? I know what we'll do. We'll take our attacking wing back.
Tubber.
Oh, that's harsh.
Wait, hang on a minute. Who is this guy?
Jesus.
JLH football. Wow. You know what? Topper and Caden catching smoke today.
Yeah.
To be fair, Caden does deserve smoke for that ridiculous opinion.
Yeah, it doesn't deserve to say he hasn't eaten in 3 years.
Yeah, to be fair.
He might have awful opinions, but he doesn't deserve that. Fucking hell. Sorry, I might be family friendly.
Hang on. Put that on screen.
Show your face.
You know what? Fair enough.
Max, I'll back you.
You'll back me. You're the last person I want rolling up to a fight with.
Right, you know what? I'm backing JLH football now.
Charlie,
let's stomp on your head while you're on the floor.
Oh my days.
JLH football.
Popper steals his food, says to Marcus.
Guys, he's not even here.
Yeah, guys, chill out.
Yeah.
Tobber is
Just spotted
not
in
here.
Burger King. Oh, fair enough. We
Never
need to
mind,
go
just spotted in
to
Burger
that.
King. Poor fella. Anyway, I
Really
think
funny,
it's
mate.
descended into Tobber.
And
When it descends into Tobber, it was a good
Ricky J.
indicator on
Jones.
deadline days. When it descended into Tobber, chatter that it was time to go. So should we wrap up for the night?
Should
yeah,
we?
I'm more than happy to wrap up.
Right, let's do it then. Thank you guys so much for watching tonight. Good interactivity as always. Sorry for Caden subjecting you to one of the worst ball opinions of all time.
What?
Thank you to Max for speaking a little bit of sense in the midst of it. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you very
Cool story,
shortly.
bro. You know, I don't actually have to end it if I don't want to.
Fine, just sit here looking awkward then.
Hey, why are you like
I think
this?
Tobber
You know,
would have a
sometimes
scrap.
It's so weird, isn't he?
you have
Let's
these
end it.
horrific mood swings where you're like, you know what? I'm just not going to do anything anybody says.
Yeah, You know what, Caden? You know what you are? You're a diva. Caden is a big diva.
Cheers, mate.
You got to put them out of their misery. You've got to end it.
Caden, end it, pal.
Cheers for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching. Thank you so much for watching, guys.
Bye.